Hendrick along with Sam Cole as we now go to the second action of the day for the fast plate. And leading the pack up is the rookie, Earl Hall, who spun out his last attempt and did not get started. He leads him up to the apex, and he's somewhat early. We have 30 seconds to the start of this race. He might be all right in the position, followed by the Atlas Van Lines and the Budweiser, and moving up fast is the Rich Plan as a wall of water greets our ESPN cameras here in the third heat of action of the day, second heat action for the fast flight. It looks like it's going to be Atlas Van Lines wants lane 1. It'll be Budweiser in lane 2. Lane 3 is the Squire on the outside, and here they come with 5 seconds to go, and it's going to be right on the money.
That was a beautiful shot start, Jim Hendrick. Jim Kropfeld on the money. He's in lane 2. Chip Hanauer in lane 1. Earl Hall on the outside as they dive into that first turn.
Lots of water as the Budweiser in lane 2. Comes off of corner number 2 right now. That's your leader, and the inside going to sneak up on him will be Chip Hanauer in the Atlas Van Lines. He's going to try to drag him down that back chute. Boy, they are really hauling about 180 miles an hour. There's our second place boat, the Atlas, in the rooster tail of the lead boat, the Budweiser, as they come on down now toward coming number 3. There you can see the difference. The blue boat is the Atlas on the inside. On the outside and leading by about 2 boat lengths is the Budweiser, our leader there. He hangs it on the hook. On the outside, skid fin and starts his angle of attack, keeps his RPMs up, hits a little rough water now, and now we'll shake it wide and loose, coming down a complete lap number 1, and this should be the fastest lap of the day right now, although we had over 130 last time, Sam. We'll have to keep the clock on him.
That's right, Jim Hendrick. Chip Hanauer on the inside, Jim Kropfeld on the outside. Kropfeld's up by about a half a second. That's about a boat length right now as they cross the line, and Jim Kropfeld and Bernie Little, Miss Budweiser.
Unofficially, I've got about a minute and 10 seconds for that lap. That's all it took them to get around 2.5 miles. A minute and 10 seconds. We'll have to wait for the time.
This is a drag race, Jim. Kropfeld on the outside, Hanauer on the inside. And you know, everyone said all week here that the Atlas Van Lines was the quicker boat on the inside through the turns. But Jim Kropfeld has sure found the quickest way around this race course.
So far, as he comes down that back chute now, he's got about, well, there he's riding pretty smoothly there and has about an 8 boat length lead now. And let's see if Chip Hanauer, who needs points, will try to catch up. He has no points to the 400 for the Budweiser. Well, we were wrong. It was not over the fastest lap today. 129.3, Sam, for the Budweiser.
That's right, Chip Hanauer and the Atlas Van Lines on the inside here. A new cockpit design. He's down inside the boat, seat belted in and everything. And Jimmy Kropfeld just pinched him in a little bit tighter there, Jim Hendrick. He's given him a little bit of a lesson.
This is the start of many, many heat actions of rivalry between these two top boats, to be sure. As they come down now to complete lap number 2, there's your leader, this Budweiser. Whoa! Got a little out of shape there.
Chip Hanauer did the same thing in the Atlas Van Lines there, Jim. There seems to be a little bit of turbulence as they head into that starting line area. They both come up out of the water, but as they go through there, Hanauer's not giving up, Kropfeld's not giving ground, and it's going to be a shot up that backstretch.
And now, right now, you see the Atlas Van Lines has closed some ground on the Budweiser as they hit the nitrous oxide button. That'll give him from, about 100 to 160 in 6 seconds. Now look at the Atlas Van Lines is on the inside of the challenge, and he's getting a little light, Sam. The Atlas Van Lines getting a little light. He comes up in there as he comes in now. That's the Atlas Van Lines.
Chip Hanauer stuffing it in there, Jim Hendrick.
Yes, he knows they have just 2 more laps to go. Boy, I'll tell you, he came up light on that nose, and I think he felt the fact that he did get up high. Our third place boat.
In third place, it's the Rich Plan Food Service and Ron Snyder. Hanauer on the inside, Kropfeld on the outside. Jim, they're going to drag it down here. And uh-oh, the Atlas Van Lines has slowed way down, and Chip Hanauer's bringing it to the inside of the race course.
Yes, he has another engine problem, and that'll give it all to Budweiser. Right now, Kropfeld does not know he's gone. The Atlas Van Lines is going dead in the water, floating the infield for the second time today. And Chip Hanauer, your national, world, and your overall Gold Cup winner last year, has had his problems today.
1982 was the Atlas theme. We'll push the Bud until she breaks. Well, 1983, the Bud's pushing the Atlas till she breaks. Jim Kropfeld's got a real smooth ride as he heads up the backstretch, and Ronnie Snyder's slipping in here for second place again in the Rich Plan Food Service.
Well, earlier today, we have a dejected man sitting on his boat once again for the second time. Chip Hanauer had high hopes earlier today in the pit area. We had a chance to talk to him. After taking it all last year, everything there was, what do you hope to accomplish this year?
Well, you know, yesterday's home run doesn't win today's ball game, so it's a whole new game, and we'd like to go out and win the national championship again and the Gold Cup and all those things, but like I said, it's a new year.
Where's your biggest competition coming from?
It's got to be the Budweiser. You know, they're a first-rate organization. They've got a lot of money, and they race very, very well, so it's got to be them.
Things have changed with your boat this year. I understand you're testing some new safety equipment.
Yeah, something we're really excited about is that I think this is going to do for boat racing maybe what the roll cage did for automobile racing, making a safer cockpit so that a driver can get a boat upside down and not suffer the grave consequences that we've had to in the past.
Are you going to be snug in that boat? Will you be able to come out?
Yeah, it's all on a quick release system, and if the boat were upside down, it's just a matter of pushing one button and I'm free.
Well, you know, when you come right down to it, earlier in that conversation, high hopes for Chip Hanauer, and so far today, nothing but dejection. The second time he will not make the final heat. Here comes our winner. As he comes down, the checker flag is waiting. For the second straight time in a perfect afternoon so far from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Bernie Little's Miss Budweiser, here is the winner, Jim Kropfeld.
And he gives everyone a wave there as he wins his second heat here for the day. That'll give him 800 points heading into that winner-take-all finale.
Our second place boat now coming off of corner number 4 will be for the second time today. Second place the Budweiser from Piqua, Ohio, the boat out of Madison, Indiana. Ron Snyder and the Rich Plan Miss Madison.
And he's going to come in close here by the camera to give all our viewers at home a real show as he brings that boat in for the second time today in second place. That'll give him 600 points as he gives everyone at home a wave.
So the final order finish will be Miss Budweiser first, the Rich Plan Food Service second, the Squire Shop third. Atlas Van Lines did not finish, but all 4 do qualify because of the qualifying times earlier in the week to make the final. And we'll have to look forward to the next preliminary heat to see what 2 boats will advance to the final also. More action after this timeout. Back here in Missouri's Lake of the Ozarks, the first event for 1983 Thunderboats, Jim Hendrick along with Sam Cole. As our second flight makes its second appearance, this will be the final elimination heat of the day. And leading the pack up there, I believe it's the Executone, followed by Pure Delight. These 2 boats had a heck of a battle, Sam, last time out.
That's right, Jim. We're about 15 seconds away. Everybody's slowing down here. We're 10 seconds and 2 buoys. We may have a couple of guys jump the gun here if they don't back way off of it. It's Pure Delight on the inside, Executone on the outside, and let's see who's going to get it across here. There's the gun, and they're off.
It was almost like a drag boat start because they had to slow way down there way early. And by our rules of the Unlimited Commission of the American Powerboat Association, if you cross that starting line before the clock goes completely black and the gun goes off, you're penalized an extra lap.
That's right, but we're hooking up again here, Jim. As you see, Bobby Howard and the Miss Pure Delight head up the backstretch in the lead. Here comes George Johnson on the outside, and this is a heck of a race. It's Howard and the Pure Delight ahead. He just eked ahead of Johnson there. Johnson on the Rooster Tail as they head up that backstretch, and this could be a replay of our last elimination heat between these 2 boats because the one with the most points here advances to that winner-take-all finale.
That's exactly right, and Miss Tosti with the rookie Todd Yelling is now in 3rd place as we go down to corner number 3. On the inside, both boats are just about painted identical, blue and white. And we can see the
Pure Delight there,
Pure
Jim.
Delight on the inside. That's Bobby Howard, who entered our sport of Unlimiteds a couple of years ago. He now has about, Miss Executone's about 4 boat lengths off the pace, and about another 12 boat lengths back is Todd Yelling in the Miss Tosti. Uh-oh. It looks like the Pure Delight slowed down off of corner number 4. That gave the Executone with George Johnson a chance to make up a couple of boat lengths, and now they're coming down for the completion of lap number 1 of 5. And the winner of this one should advance into the final. But then again, we'll have to think about that. Well, here goes George Johnson. He's taking over the lead. There's fire coming out. Fire coming out of our now number 2 place boat, and there he goes inside the course, with fire belching out of his carburetors just behind his helmet. And into the infield goes Miss Pure Delight, and it'll be all George Johnson. If he can keep it together, he's on his way to the bank, and he will qualify for today's final. Moving into 2nd place now is the Tosti with the rookie Todd Yelling. As George Johnson goes down the back chute now with a comfortable lead and almost assured if he can keep it going to get into the final at 106.7 mile an hour. There's your Tosti, your 2nd place boat. Anyway, 106.7 mile an hour was the first lap for George Johnson at Executone. We had a chance to talk to him before today's race down in the pit area about this being the start of a 2nd full season in Unlimiteds. George, starting your second full year now, the Executone team has come right along. How do you see the season?
Well, we're looking for a good one. We hope to make the whole circuit this year. We're going to try anyway.
George, whatever happened, what were the facts behind the accident where did you lose your rudder in Seattle and then cut across the infield?
Oh, the steering actually broke. We raised the boat and just, proved that fact that it did break. We thought about leaving it down there, but...
Well, now the boat you're riding today is the one that sank.
Yeah, that's the same boat. Same boat, right? The first time we've had it out was yesterday since it sunk, so Kelson rebuilt it there in Seattle for us. Did a real good job on it.
I saw the whole bottom of the boat go up on its side. I thought, where is he going? And I imagine you thought the same thing.
I was wondering the same thing.
Well, a period of frustration right now for Bobby Howard from Cape Coral, Florida. His pure delight. He's signaling the towboat, please come in and get me home.
It's starting to sink, Jim.
Is it starting to
Yeah,
sink?
you see the tail going down?
Oh, my gosh, he needs help right away. The tail is going down. He's taking on water. And here comes our victor for the second straight time today in Flight 2, George Johnson in the Executone, who we've just talked to just moments earlier. So he will advance to the final heat. There's the checker flag for the Executone. George Johnson. Second place will go to the rookie, Todd Yarley. It is Miss Tosti Osby. And a towboat is on the way to Bobby Howard in the Pure Delight.